Good morning, all. We'll wait for 1 minute so that all students will be admitted into the class. Okay, in last lecture we have already covered. Started with the mechanical energy-based non-conventional systems, non-conventional processes, where we have studied in detail. First process, that is the abrasive jet machining, where we have studied how abrasive particles are used in order to machine one of in order to remove the material from the workpiece by using the abrasive jet. Then we see the water jet machining, where we are using a high velocity water jet in order to remove the material from the remove the material from the workpiece. You know that water jet machining, it will be used to remove the material from the metals, particularly soft metals, right, or wood. And abrasive jet machining, it will be mainly used to remove the metals, and those are maybe harder and brittle one. In order to remove the material from the hard, remove the material from the hard and brittle material workpiece, you go for the abrasive jet machining. And in order to remove the material from the soft one, uh, like leather, wood, right, you have to go for the water jet machining, right. Now, today's lecture we will discuss on abrasive water jet machining. It is a combination of the abrasive jet machining and abrasive water jet machining. Okay, so we will start with this third type of the mechanically energy based non-conventional machining process. That is the abrasive water jet machining. Write the heading. That is the abrasive water jet machining. In short, it will be termed as a AWJM. In first part, we have to cover application of abrasive water jet machining. What will be the working principle? What is the process of material removal in case of abrasive water jet machining? This point we have to cover under this first part. There are different applications of abrasive in machining process. If you have used the abrasive particles, those we have studied in abrasive jet machining, they may be have electrical conductive and non-conductive also. Means some of the abrasive particles, they are have conductivity of electricity and some of the non-conductive. Here we are using this abrasive for machining operation. For example, we may see the grinding machine, honing machine, lapping machine, surface finishing machine. All these machining process where the material removal rate is very low, where we may use the abrasive particle. As you well known about the abrasive jet machining that we have studied earlier in first step, where we are using a carrying medium for the abrasive, that is air, and whatever the material remove rate, it will be a low in case of a abrasive jet machining. Also, we are getting a less accuracy and poor efficiency, low efficiency as well as poor accuracy in case of a abrasive jet machining. Then ultrasonic machining. We have to study this ultrasonic machining after this abrasive water jet machining process, where we are using a carrying medium as a liquid. It will be called as slurry. And slurry is nothing but a liquid along with some abrasive particle. That mixture is called as a slurry. And that slurry is a force against the surface of the workpiece by using the ultrasonic frequency, where also you are getting low material remove rate and low efficiency. This will be the third machining process where we are using the abrasives for the machining. First one, that is all these surface finishing processes. Then we have studied that abrasive jet machining where you are using the abrasive along with air. We have to study this ultrasonic machining after this abrasive water jet machining where again you use the abrasive materials. In abrasive jet machining, it will be improvement in jet cutting technology. And what will be the improvement in abrasive flow machining? Abrasive carry medium. It will be viscoelastic material and act as a self-deformable stone. No ultrasonic vibration is to be required. And they will use the pneumatic and hydraulic force in order to remove the material from the surface of the workpiece. Now we are dealing with the abrasive water jet machining process, right? It is a combination of abrasive jet machining plus water jet machining. So there will be no formation of the dust. Whatever the speed you are getting for the cutting of the workpiece, it will be high. As we are using a water along with abrasive, so there will be less possibility of producing thermal traces because whatever the heat generated, it will be carried out by using the water. So another advantage, that is no fire hazard, it will be takes place. And the requirement of the power for conducting this machining operation using abrasive water jet process, it will be a lower one. And whatever the quality of the edge or surface, it will be obtained by using the abrasive water jet machining, it will be a higher one. These are the advantages of the abrasive water jet machining. You may write these advantages in a minute. Make a short note of that. No dust, high cutting speed, no thermal traces, no delaminations, means no burr, it will be remain on a smooth surface or finished surface. No fire hazard, low level of power requirement, and high edge quality. Okay. Now we'll go with a working principle or mechanism of a material removal in case of a abrasive water jet machining. If you are observing this diagram, what it shows, this is a center pipe with which water is flowing in this mixing chamber, right? Water is flowing, and that water is a high pressure water. It will be coming from the pump or intensifier, right? Generally, water is sucked by the pump. It will increase pressure of the water up to a certain limit. But if you require the higher pressure water, then you use the intensifier. And by using the intensifier, you can achieve desired level of pressure. There is a high pressure of water, and it will be passed through this tube. This part, it will be called as a mixing chamber, where we are passing abrasive particle, that is a small sharp edge shaped metal particle. We are passing through this mixing chamber through this opening, right? This water plus this abrasive particle both are come in this mixing tube, where we are getting mixing of abrasive particle with water. And this part, it will be called as a nozzle, gradually reducing cross sectional area. So this high pressure water along with the abrasive particles, right? This mixture of this abrasive water particle, it will be called as slurry. Now it is passing through this nozzle. When it is passing through this nozzle, its pressure energy is converted into kinetic energy. So at the tip or mouth of the nozzle, you are getting high velocity abrasive water jet. This will be the main working principle of this abrasive water jet machining process. And this high velocity water jet, when it will be strike on a surface of the workpiece, It will remove the material from the surface of the workpiece by initiating the crack. Means cracking of a certain part of the material. It will be takes place along with the erosion. So material is to be removed from the surface of the workpiece. Are you getting this? Yes. Anybody please reply. Hello. Have you understood the principle of water jet machining? Okay. Thank you, Swapnil. Draw this diagram of this functioning of water abrasive water jet machining nozzle system. This will be the nozzle system. The whole assembly it will be called as a nozzle, where you are passing high pressure water and abrasive. They mix with this mixing tube. This part is called as a mixing chamber. See, this will be the mixing chamber. This will be the water jet. It will be coming from this intensifier. High pressure water it will be converted into high pressure jet. So again here we are providing restricting area like RFS. So uh, we are getting high velocity water jet over here. And that will be mixed with abrasive particles and they mix with the in this mixing tube means high velocity water jet plus abrasive particle they are mixed over here and at the tip of this nozzle again you are getting high velocity abrasive water jet. Draw this diagram. Take a sufficient time. Hello, Azam. Why you are joining the late? Hmm? Okay, we'll move forward. This will be the actual setup of abrasive water jet machining. Is it visible clearly to all of you? See, this will be the storage tank or a reservoir, we may called as a reservoir, right? Where we are storing the water in this reservoir. That water is sucked by using the pipeline, right? By using this pump. So at the outlet of the pump, inlet of the pump, low pressure water is there. That high pressure water it will be passed to this accumulator, right? Then there are certain limitations for the pump up to a certain range, pressure range. It will increase the pressure on water, but in certain cases we require the more pressure on water, right? When it will be passing through the nozzle, you are getting high velocity water jet. So in order to increase the pressure on water as per the requirement of the system, if pump is unable to build up that much level of pressure, then we go for this intensifier. What is the function of intensifier? Intensifier again increase the pressure on water beyond the limit of this pump. So that high pressurized water, when its pressure is increased by the intensifier, it will be passed to this nozzle. This is sapphire nozzle. It will call it sapphire nozzle. Sapphire is the material of the nozzle. And this nozzle, when this high pressure water, it will be passing through this nozzle you are getting the high pressure water jet. Along this high pressure water jet, we are also providing certain amount of what we show abrasive in this. That provision is not shown in this figure. It will be as like a water jet machining, right? It is a. I think this will be the figure of a water jet machining. In this sapphire nozzle, we are providing the abrasive from the we may call it as a chamber of a abrasive, and that mixture it is passing through this abrasive jet, and that mixture is passing through this nozzle, so you are getting the jet, and it will be a water plus abrasive particle. So water plus abrasive water jet it will produce it. When it will be strike on a workpiece, it will use to cut this workpiece, and after use that will be drained to the drainage system or catcher. It will be called as the catcher. Now how this abrasive water jet is to be working. In abrasive water jet machining process, mixing of water jet and stream of abrasive particles it will be takes place in mixing chamber. The rapid rise in abrasive velocity occurs in a mixing tube that we have studied here. This will be the mixing tube. A rapid rise in a pressure it will be. And mixing it will be carried out in this mixing chamber. Right? When impingement of an abrasive on a work material takes place, momentum transfer occurs. What is the momentum transfer? At the inlet of the nozzle, you are getting a high velocity. At the inlet of nozzle, you are getting the high pressure water. And at the outlet, you are getting a high velocity of abrasive water jet. When it will be strike on the surface of the workpiece, at that time, what happen? At that time, when this high velocity abrasive water jet strike at the surface of the workpiece, at that time, because of erosion and crack formation of the material is to be removed from the surface of the workpiece. Because of this moment transfer occurs, it will leads to removal of the material by erosion, shear failure, brittle fracture, or small crack formations. Now, how much pressure is to be there? It will be near about 4,000 megapascal. It may be ranging for 2,500 to 4,000 bar. That much pressure is required in case of a abrasive water jet machining process. And the speed of the abrasive water jet it will be near about 900 to 1000 meter per second. Means we require near about 400 megapascal or 4000 bar pressure with the velocity near about 900 meter per second to 1000 meter per second. Whatever the material is to be removed from the surface of the workpiece, then it will be divided into two parts. In upper part, the material is removed because of action of erosion, and the lower part it will be removed by the action of deformation. This is the working principle of the abrasive water jet machine. Just read it, write down some important point, how this process is to be carried out, what will be the range of pressure, and what will be the range of velocity of the abrasive jet, how material is to be removed, right? Read this slide. Okay, is it over? Have you understood the working principle of abrasive water jet machining? Where mixing of water jet and abrasive, it will be takes place in a mixing chamber, and high velocity abrasive water jet, it will be produced from the mixing tube. Material is to be removed because of a transfer of the energy, and it will be by action of erosion, shear deformation, brittle fracture, or micro crack formations. The pressure range, it will be a 400 megapascal. The velocity of a abrasive water jet is about 900 to 1000 meter per second. And whatever the material is to be removed in a curve, upper part of the curve, it is because of a action of erosion, and lower part of the curve, it is because of a deformation. Now, where this abrasive water jet machining is to be used? If you are considering to machine ceramics, composites, and rocks, that is a non-metals, you go for the abrasive water jet machining. Certain materials like copper, aluminum, tungsten, lead, tungsten carbide, etc., you go for the abrasive. Where copper and aluminum are the soft material, but tungsten carbide, it will be a very hard material to machine, right? So in case of a non-metal as well as metals, for particular metals, we go for the abrasive water jet machining. Also, some of the operations is to be carried out by using this abrasive water jet machining, like drilling, cutting, deburring, etc., can be carried out by using the abrasive water jet machining. Abrasive water jet machining can cut any kind of a material high with high edge quality, and it will be adaptable for remote control and recycling of a abrasive. So any complicated shape or large variety of the material can be machined by using the abrasive water jet machining process. And dismantling of nuclear power plant with a robot, it will be also carried out by using the abrasive water jet machining. Write down these applications of abrasive water jet machining process. Everyone must have to write the applications of abrasive water jet machining. Is it clear? Abrasive water jet machining can be used for metal as well as non-metals. And it will be utilized for carrying out certain operations like cutting, drilling, and deburring. And in nuclear power plant with a robot, we can use this abrasive jet machining for a dismantling of a nuclear power plant. Okay, so these are the references. Okay, up till now, anybody have any problem? What we have covered in first part? What are the applications of abrasives in machining? Then working principle. Then mechanism of a material removal and applications. Now, in second part, we have cover the what is the equipment used in abrasive water jet machining. That is a setup, and elements. Those are used in this setup. That is the abrasive water jet system. Now, this is the experimental setup for abrasive water jet machining process. Are you getting? This is the equipment setup or machining setup. If you are observing this diagram, this will be the water treatment plant, right? Where you are supplying water at the inlet. So this water treatment plant, it will purify the water, reduce its hardness, and that water it will be passed to this pump. What is the use of pump? Pump, it will increase the pressure of the water up to 400 megapascal. So at the inlet of the pump, low pressure water is there, and at the outlet of the pump, you are getting a high pressure water. That high pressure water, it will be passing in this mixing chamber. Here we are getting high pressure water, it will be converted into high velocity water jet, right? And in this mixing chamber, again, we are providing abrasive particles through this hooper, right? And it is having a certain mechanism to vibrate it, like a floor mill that I have explained during the abrasive jet machining. So this hooper, it will be vibrating continuously so that whatever the abrasive particles, metal particles, those are present in this hooper, into the mixing chamber. In this mixing chamber, high pressure water, it will be coming from the pump, and abrasive particles, it will be coming from the hooper. They are getting mixed over here, right? And when this mixture it is coming out from the nozzle, you are getting high velocity abrasive water jet. And this high velocity water jet, when it will be strike on this workpiece, the material is to be removed from the surface of the workpiece. Flood, or you may produce a slot on this workpiece, right? And catcher is filled with water, so that when this high velocity water jet, it will be, it may harm the base of this workpiece or fixture of the workpiece. In between this, in this tank, you are providing a water. Its velocity is neutralized when it is passing through this water which is present in this catcher. So it will not damage the base of the fixture mechanism or catcher. So this is a experimental setup or equipment setup that was used for the abrasive water jet machining. Is it clear how it will work? I repeat, this is a water treatment plant or storage tank from which we are supplying low pressure water to the pump. Purpose of this pump, to increase the pressure of the water, right? So that is a high pressure pump. And at the outlet of this pump, we are getting high pressure water. It will be passed to this mixing chamber. Means from one side you are supplying high pressure water by using this pump, and on another side you are supplying abrasive particles from this hooper to this mixing chamber. So in this mixing chamber, we are getting the mixture of high pressure water coming from the pump and abrasive coming from the hooper. And that mixture of water plus abrasive water, when it is passing through this nozzle, what is the function of nozzle? It will convert pressure energy into kinetic energy. So that at the outlet of the nozzle or tip of the nozzle or mouth of the nozzle, you are getting high velocity abrasive water jet. How much is the velocity? It will be ranging from 900 meter per second to 1000 meter per second. When this high velocity water jet, it will be impinge or strike on a surface of this workpiece. It will remove the material from the surface of workpiece by action of erosion, shear deformation, fracture failure, or small crack generation. Any type of mode of failure or material removal, it will be happen depending on the situation, depending upon the property, depending on the type of the material we are using. Right? And this will be the catcher. It is catcher is nothing but one kind of a storage tank where it is filled with water. When you have to cut this material, this high velocity jet, no doubt it will cut this workpiece into two half parts. But when it will be passing through this thoroughly through this workpiece, again, because of having high velocity, it may damage the base of this catcher. For that purpose, it is filled with again water. It is filled again with water, so that this velocity of a abrasive water jet, it will be get normalized or neutralized. So when before it will reaching to the base of the sketcher surface. Are you getting this? Is clear? Is it clear? Working, working of a abrasive water jet by considering the experimental setup or equipment setup. Is it clear? Anybody reply? Yes, Swapnil. Swapnil, are you there? Okay. Draw this diagram neatly and cleanly. It will help to explain abrasive water jet mechanism along with its setup, equipment setup. Draw this diagram. Everybody must have to draw this diagram. Everybody write their attendance in chat box. All are written their roll number in chat box.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. What we have studied in this last slide, that is setup, equipment setup used for abrasive water jet machining. What are the elements we are using? First one, that is a pumping system. Second one, abrasive feed system. Third one, abrasive jet nozzle. And fourth, catcher sear. This will be the pumping system. Up to this reservoir pump, it may use the intensifier also, right? This will be the pumping system. What is pumping system? It consists of an intensifier. It may increase the pressure on water more than 4000 415 megapascal, and it will require a motor up to 75 HP as shown in a water jet machining process, and you are getting a high velocity of water, right, up to 900 meter per second. This will be the pumping system. What is the second element? Abrasive feed system. This will be the abrasive feed system. Abrasive hooper. This will be piping network. This will be the mixing chamber, right? Now, what is the abrasive feed system? It will deliver dry abrasive, means metal particles, dry metal. And in order to control the flow of the abrasive particles, it will allow to flow through the orifice. And the control of flow of the orifice, it will be carried out by varying the diameter of the orifice and the suction pressure in a mixing tube. See here. In this hooper, we are placing the abrasive particles. But how this abrasive particle it will be enters in this mixing chamber, we require certain amount of vibration over here and some suction pressure in mixing chamber. So amount of what abrasive particles those are entering in this mixing chamber, it will be depend on a diameter of this orifice in a hooper and the suction pressure in a mixing chamber. Both these parameters it will be controlling the flow rate of the abrasive particle in a mixing chamber. Cannot supply abrasive over long distance. Use directly slurry to feed over a long distance. More power is required. Here, dry abrasive particles always we cannot mix with the water, and that slurry we cannot transfer up to longer distance in meters or kilometers, right? When the requirement is like this, you have to supply the abrasive water jet for a longer distance. At that time, you mix abrasive and water in one location, and that slurry is allowed to pass through this nozzle in order to produce the high velocity abrasive water jet. Means on a longer distance.
परमेश्वरन
Hello.
इंस्टावरतीचा व्हिडिओ व्हायरल झाला. ती कसं काय पंजाब ती कोणती कर्नाटक मधली आहे रे.
Hello. Roll number 31. Hello. For longer distance, you cannot use the dry abrasive particles. You may use the directly slurry of abrasive plus water in order to feed a long distance cutting by using the abrasive water jet machining. For that purpose, you require the more power, more electric power in order to run the pumps, which is having a capacity of motor, which is a near about 75 horsepower. And whatever the diameter of the nozzle, it will be ranging from 75 to 635 microns. That much small diameter it will be provided for the nozzle, because of which with the pressure of a high with the pressure of near about 400 megapascal and a nozzle with having a diameter in 75 to 635 microns, it will be possible to produce the jet of abrasive water, that is the abrasive water jet with a velocity of 900 to 1000 meter per second. So this is the abrasive feed system where we can supply dry abrasive, we can control the flow of the abrasive by controlling the diameter of the orifice and suction pressure in the mixing chamber. And in case of feeding a abrasive up to longer distance, you cannot use the dry abrasive. You may prefer slurry form of the abrasive plus water. And for carrying this slurry up to a longer distance, no doubt you require the large capacity of pump, and that pump it will require the electric motor, which is having a very high capacity in horsepower. So definitely you require the high power inputs. And the nozzle diameter of this abrasive water jet system, it will be very small. It is in range of 75 to 635 microns, because of which we can get the high velocity abrasive water jet. Type of the abrasive jet nozzle we are using. First one, that is a simple side feed nozzle. See here. The पहिला type कुठला आहे? Single jet side feed nozzle. See the diagram. Single jet side feed nozzle. See here. This will be the mixing chamber. Abrasive coming over from this opening, and high pressure water it will be coming from this nozzle. So this will here high pressure water is coming from this abrasive particles coming, where mixing of abrasive particle along with high pressure water it will be takes place, and this will be the nozzle. This portion is the nozzle which is having gradually reducing cross section area, nozzle tube, right? So from the outlet of this nozzle tube, you are getting a single jet in a one side, right? Water एका side ने येते, one side with a single jet feed nozzle. It will be called as a field nozzle, and at the outlet of this nozzle, you are getting this abrasive water jet, and it will be striking on a workpiece. It is called as a target, and the distance between the tip of the nozzle and a uppermost surface, front surface of the workpiece, that distance is called as the nozzle tip distance. And another name for this nozzle tip distance, that is a stand off distance, SOD or NTD. It will be called as stand off distance, where nozzle tip distance, it will be also called as a stand off distance. So this is a one type of the nozzle, that is a single jet साइड फीड नॉझल. वॉटरची एक सिंगल जेटच तयार होईल आणि साइड फीड काय करताय तुम्ही, ॲब्रेसिव्ह पार्टिकल्स. ड्रॉ दिस डायग्राम. 1 minute. It is a simple to make rapid wear of the exit part of the nozzle. Non-optimal efficiency mixing of water and abrasive means it is a simple in construction, no doubt. Second point, a rapid wear of exit part of the water nozzle. So this part it will be gets wear out because these abrasive particles are the metal particles, and efficiency of this water jet by using this single jet side feed nozzle, it will be optimal one, right? This will be the single jet side feed nozzle. Draw this diagram. Okay, have you understood the terminology of single jet side feed nozzle? हा सेंट्रल पाईप आहे, याच्यातून वॉटर येणार आहे पंप कडून, डिसिफायर कडून, हाय प्रेशर वॉटर. ही पूर्ण मिक्सिंग चेंबर म्हणू शकता तुम्ही, ज्याच्यामध्ये ॲब्रेसिव्ह ह्या एंट्रन्स मधून पास होणार आहे. इकडून येणार आहे ॲब्रेसिव्ह आणि इकडून येणार वॉटर हे मिक्सिंग चेंबर मध्ये मिक्स होणार आहे, आणि ह्या नॉझल टिप मधून ज्यावेळेस ते पास होईल त्यावेळेस हाय प्रेशरचं कन्व्हर्जन हाय वेलोसिटी ॲब्रेसिव्ह वॉटर जेटमध्ये. आणि हे हा जो वर्क पीस आहे की ज्याच्या जसं मटेरियल तुम्हाला रिमूव्ह करायचं किंवा ह्याला कट करायचं किंवा ह्याच्यावरती स्लॉट पाडायचे, त्याच्यावरती ही हाय वेलोसिटी ॲब्रेसिव्ह वॉटर जेट स्ट्राईक करायची. आणि पुन्हा जे काही मटेरियल रिमूव्ह होणार आहे ह्याचं, हे कशावर डिपेंड असणार आहे, ह्यांच्यामधल्या अंतरावर. हे कुठलं अंतर आहे, नॉझल टिप डिस्टन्स, नॉझलचं ओपनिंग आणि अपर सरफेस और फेसिंग सरफेस ऑफ द मटेरियल, त्यालाच तुम्ही स्टँड ऑफ डिस्टन्स सुद्धा म्हणता. स्टँड ऑफ डिस्टन्स त्यालाच तुम्ही नॉझल टिप डिस्टन्स देखील म्हणता. याच्यावरती देखील मटेरियल रिमूव्ह रेट डिपेंड असतो. ओके, सी annular jet central feed system. Here ॲब्रेसिव्ह सेंट्रली पास, ह्यात काय केलं, ॲब्रेसिव्ह तुम्ही साईडने पास केलेत, ह्यात काय करताय, ॲब्रेसिव्ह सेंट्रली पास करताय, आणि वॉटर अॅन्युअली म्हणजे ड्युरिंग द सर्कम्फरन्स ऑफ दिस ट्यूब. So mixing it will be carried out when it will be coming out from this nozzle tip. So mixing it will be takes place over here. This will be the another type of the nozzle where annular jet central feed system is to be carried out. This is the second type. Target, that is nothing but the workpiece. NTD, nozzle tip distance, opening to upper surface or of the workpiece, and mixing it will be carried out when this water along with the abrasive when come it out from this nozzle, the mixing is to be carried out, and you are getting at the same time high velocity water jet, abrasive water jet. Are you getting the difference between these two? ॲव्हरेज इथून साईडने येतोय आणि इथून वॉटर सेंटरली येत आहे. इथं काय चेंज केलं त्यांनी? ॲव्हरेज सेंटरने पास केलाय आणि वॉटर ॲन्युलर स्पेसमधून सर्क्युलेट केलंय. देन third part, multiple jet central feed nozzle, where we are no doubt we are passing the average at the centrally, but when you are passing this water from the side through the annular space with a different opening, so you are getting the multiple jet of the abrasive water jet and mixing it will be takes place. Water ची इथून एक जेट येते, दुसरी जेट इथून येते, centrally abrasive म्हणजे multiple jet of water that will mix with the centrally coming abrasive. So you are getting the mixture of abrasive abrasive particles along with the number of jets, multiple jets coming from the annular area. So mixing, proper mixing it will be takes place, and at the outlet you are getting a high velocity. Again, this will be nozzle tip distance target. This is the third type of the nozzle. Are you getting the difference? फर्स्ट साईडने ॲब्रेसिव्ह पाठवले, सेकंडमध्ये आपण सेंटरने ॲब्रेसिव्ह पाठवले आणि ॲन्युलर स्पेसमधून वॉटर सर्क्युलेट केलं. थर्ड ह्याच्यात सेम आपण सेंट्रल ॲब्रेसिव्ह पार्टिकल पाठवले, ॲन्युलर स्पेसनीच वॉटर पाठवलं पण विथ अ डिफरंट ओपनिंग. सो मल्टिपल जेट कॅन बी प्रोड्यूस. Now, last part, that is a catcher. If you are coming with this system, we see the pumping system, abrasive feed mechanism, abrasive jet nozzle पाहिले आपण तीन टाईपचे, आणि आता चौथा पार्ट कॅचर we have to study. Catcher, it is a device, it is used to minimize the velocity of the abrasive water jet before it hits the base of water tank, so that the tank does not get damaged. Means in order to avoid the damage of the tank, water tank, you are providing the catcher. Catcher, it is nothing but a certain diversion flow path for the abrasive water jet coming from the nozzle and allowed to pass through the certain liquid in order to reduce its velocity. There are certain mechanisms of the catcher where we may keep this nozzle, it will be stationary, and workpiece it will be moving. And in certain cases, we may make the workpiece as a stationary and a nozzle it will be moving. Are you getting what is the catcher? Catcher is used to minimize the velocity of a abrasive water jet before it hit or strike the base of the water tank in order to avoid the tank from the damage. So there are certain in both way this catcher it can be used. If you are considering this diagram, this will be the catcher. In certain process, this catcher it will be stationary and this nozzle it will be moving laterally or longitudinally. And another mechanism where this nozzle it will be remain stationary, right? And this catcher it will be move linearly and laterally. It will be all about the elements and setup. It will be the setup of the abrasive water jet machining, and these are the elements with the of a abrasive water jet machining. Okay, we'll stop over here. In next lecture, we will cover the different parameters affecting and difference between abrasive water jet machining and water jet machining. Right. So we'll stop over here. Anybody have any query? Please feel free to ask me. You may unmute yourself and ask any questions or any query if you are not getting any point from this lecture. Anybody have any query? Anybody remaining? Write your roll number in chat box. Okay. Uh, Next lecture, I think it is of Inamdar sir, right?